All right, can you hear me? Microphone working? Yeah. All right. Hello, Mikey. I'm just going to call you Murley. Mikey, what's going on? Good to see you, buddy. Elmar, what's going on? Let's have fun. Hope I said that right. I am famous for butchering up YouTube's name. YouTubers. So if I don't say your channel name right, don't get offended. It is what it is.
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
It is what it is. This has got a piece of cardboard on it. Okay, yeah, I'll leave it.
Kyle Stevens is in the house. How you doing, Kyle? Good to see you, buddy. I just want to see we're working on the passenger train station area, which I've relocated. I thought this is going to be a better area than where I originally had it. A few days ago, I've been modifying my scratch-built platforms, cutting them down to get them to fit just right either side, placing this in the right distance. So when we bring the passenger train cars down, it's going to sit in there like this, real nice. There we go. Now, as for this little train station here that I have an idea that I'm going to mount it right here, but we're going to turn this into something like a little restaurant type area. So the old train station and a new one. That's my thought. So we'll see how this is going to go together, because right now I'm figuring out the road system. Why you see these two sheets of styrene sitting here, I placed them where I think they should go. And it needs to be moved up just a few bit. To move it, I'm going to cut these. Now, I got these sitting underneath the train station because I'm going to trace these out first. So, move this one up farther. Back up. Move it back.
Are you being a silly Willie?
Keeping them tight together. Because there is going to be, some ballots down through here. So. Make sure the station's been moved. I have a certain spot where that sits. Just sitting in here right now. It just slides in, the platform folded into place on either side.
You've been playing around with this.
Yeah. So.
It's always a good night when you have some grit, right?
Yeah. I did have to sand this down a bit because this platform is a little bit higher, so I had to put a dowel on it. Now I am going to use some putty to hide the gaps. And then sand it, and then of course this section of the train station where it's red, it's going to be painted concrete. So I have to be careful how I do this.
Oh, so that was that color.
Yeah.
Before, huh?
Now, during the dismantle of the old layout, I it did receive some damage in this corner here.
Yeah, there was
So,
what, a phone booth there?
yeah, so I'm gonna have to kind of fill these holes, fill that, put something here, and fill this, and then probably paint concrete all the way around this way.
It's something that helps when you have brokenness like that is he's gonna be having some bush ice. He's finishing up something else now, what, a Miller right now?
Yeah, no, a genuine draft.
And my current favorite, having Jack Daniels, Tennessee honey, I can't even speak, Tennessee honey lemonade.
Yeah, I see we got boxcar cherries in the house.
Yeah, that's awesome. There's your next beverage, honey.
The next bed. Okay, so there we go. So Fishy's going to be the official camera operator. So he's got to show the water towers.
Yeah, there's our water tower. It's very genuine.
Notice how she just snatches it out of my hand.
Like go very easily, did you?
And she's grabbing the bottle and holding on to it. No, what are you doing?
Now you know why.
So now I'm gonna get my trusty stool, which is all got all kinds of paint all over it.
I asked you if you're gonna use it that day when I did that.
Paint's in the corner. We're basically working in the train station area. I'd like to get this put in and get us done.
There's a blade. I should touch it.
So
There's a blade, honey.
fine, cut yourself on my fault.
Usually he says don't touch it, don't cut yourself, but tonight he doesn't care.
I have no sympathy for self-inflicted wounds.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Really?
Really.
Oh.
Really.
Well, if I got a wound, I just drink some more of these. I'll be okay.
Oh, you got me trusty pencil here, and I'm just gonna put pressure so the train station doesn't move. And I'm gonna trace where I'm gonna cut the styrene because I'm fitting in the
Should I
road
put it
here.
closer so they can see it better?
Yeah, you can. You're the camera operator.
Oh, that's right. I guess you did just say that, didn't you?
So
I'm just thinking we're at such a distance, it might be hard to see. Without making everybody motion sick. Think about it. Might be a little better. Maybe. That better, folks, huh?
as you can see, there's gonna be a little piece in here that I'm gonna have to cut in. This is why we trace our edges around.
There we go.
So I'm making my roads and parking lot out of styrene. Make sure we get a good trace. Got that done. So here's where I got to cut. Cut that up. I'm going to be cutting this section out and leaving this because this is what's going to get put in. And the same with this. All right. So we're going to cut, take this section out and put this area back in its place. And then we have to fill the gaps with some putty so we don't see any seams in the asphalt. So I'm going to go over here and cut.
Okay. Oh yeah. I can do that. Everybody take your motion sensor meds.
Of course, I'm going to need a straight edge.
So there you go. Now you can see.
All right.
They can see what you're doing. Don't cut your fingers off.
So that's a little wobbly. That end. It's not quite straight.
I see we have 10 people in the house. Make sure you hit that like button, you all. Let us know you're enjoying what you're seeing. And holy cow, don't cut me. You know I'm teasing, right? I was teasing everyone. Ron would never cut me. Not on purpose.
I know you want to cut myself. It hurt too much. We're just gonna take a new piece of styrene so I can use it as a straight edge. Just so we can cut that line. Lined up where I want it to cut. And I'm gonna lightly score it. And I keep doing light scores as I go along until I can feel a groove in here. And then I will put some more weight on the blade so it cuts through. Then of course we'll have to sand it down just a wee bit too. That should be enough there. Line right through my line. And without slipping off and slicing my thumb open. And do a light score. Here, nothing moves. If it moves on you, you might accidentally make another cut that you don't want.
Another cut on this or on your finger.
So I let the knife do the work. I don't apply a whole lot of pressure. Let the knife do all the work. Your job is to guide the knife where it wants to go or where it needs to go. Okay. And then we're slowly going to bend certain areas like so. Okay. Just bend it carefully, slowly. And where it's not bending right, just grab onto it. Just
Yeah, watch it. Come down a little bit farther this way. Or actually, I can move this. Never mind.
all right.
That way, I just moved it up so we can see better. Okay.
We're going to bend it the other way.
There you
It
go.
breaks.
And it breaks right on
Okay.
that line that he made. That's pretty
There
cool.
we go. So now
Looks
we'll
like
have
an
to.
owl.
So now we'll have to sand this down a bit.
Oh, you do?
Work in the corner here because there's still a little piece here. Because this is going to fit right around the passenger train station. So take my trusty sanding block.
Oh, it was a cell phone holder. That's cool.
And right in the corner where I got to start sanding.
I didn't know you had the sand those. That's interesting.
Well, it's left a little piece that I don't like, and it's gonna.
Well, that's why.
So we just have to get in there. Just sand that down just a little bit until that piece disappears. And the edge. And then I'm just gonna bevel it a little bit on either side. So it looks like that. And then I'll cut the other piece. Should be cut the other way, but
Oh, because you want to go towards you or?
going or that's the third cut, fourth cut, cut into it 6 times. And I'm a perfectionist, so I just like to make sure everything is lined up. Nope, see that went on.
Yeah.
So
Then what happened?
I'm just putting it up against the piece that I'm cutting stuff. I'm going very slow. Here's the third cut. Bend it. I didn't quite cut where I wanted to cut. Bend it. See, I didn't go far enough. So I'm going to freehand this just there. I have to do a little sanding in this, but hey, shit up. The other way, that way. Okay. Right in here needs to be sanded.
Digger Evans model railroad, is it?
Digger, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you, man.
And Dwight. The house, the Curly Express Dwight.
Hello, Dwight. Well, now I got everything all cleaned up. Now we're going to do a test fit. Make sure I'm happy with it. We're going back to the train station. I want to come around.
Oh, on the other side, yeah. I think you're right. Because you're gonna do it over here.
Make sure that train station's in the correct spot. Okay. So now we're just going to fit that in like that. Then we're going to fit the other side in like so. Okay, so we have a little bit of a gap that I don't like. So that's telling me that I need to sand this area down a bit more in order to get this to fit tight against here. We'll need the sanding block.
Hi, Iron Horse. Good to see you.
What's going on, Iron Horse? Good to see you, man. So we're just gonna sand this back and forth. Don't take much to sand styrene down. Do a little bit at a time and keep putting it back in until you get it right. Hey, we're almost, look at that, we're almost there. Too. Yeah, get closed up. I know a lot of guys will say, "Oh, I'll just fill that gap, no big deal." Yeah, well, I want hardly any seam, so I want it closer.
Mikey's wondering, is it 180 grit?
Let me look.
Oh, it just says 80, isn't it? Yeah.
80 grit.
Just 80, not 180.
Just 80. Just 80 grit. That's all it is. Camera shot?
Yeah, you're perfect.
Okay. Not sure, 'cause I can't see it.
I know, I'm watching. I'm multitasking.
All right.
Now, if you go up higher than that, I won't see it. That's perfect.
Right in the corner. Oh, we're almost there. So what I'm gonna do is take the other side and I'm gonna go down the other side.
Almost there, are we?
Almost there.
Mikey says, my 80 grit is gold. It's the paper.
Oh, look at that. We're getting real close.
Oh, a dual action sander paper.
Sand it down this area.
You're in a good spot.
And this down a bit. Just in this little area here. Where I'm just going.
Right there, huh?
Because there's a little imperfection on the other side. That's
Yeah, right now you're perfect in the camera, just so you know. People can see it very good.
There's something holding it out. Oh, I see. All right. We have a little modification in it. We need to cut down in here and straighten this out. This is beveling out and holding that road up. There. So here's the outcome. I got this in here so tight. Outcome. So we're having a problem here in this corner. Basically,
Oh, you gotta just scratch right off of that. Huh?
Saying this now.
Oh, I must be drinking this too fast. Oh, sorry,
Saying this end around there. Called using old models,
Yeah,
making it work.
you're repurposing, you're recycling, repurposing. It's old layout.
All right, we need the camera over here because I really need to knock that down.
You gotta knock it out.
Yeah.
You gotta knock it out.
Yeah, because as I'm looking down, I can see where the bottom of the styrene is sticking out from the platform.
Oh.
I don't like it.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm a perfectionist, so I'm going to knock that down. Saying that.
Are you a perfectionist?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Let's try that.
Okay. Yep.
Take this road system out. Now the platforms are already glued in place.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, they're already there. That's probably what.
Oh, I didn't know
This
you
is
glued
why
them.
this slides in like this.
Yeah,
Yeah, it slides in and gets in there.
I didn't know you glued it yet, I guess, so.
Now I built in a stop over here where it stopped it from going in, and then I just have to take this here.
Yeah.
You see the concrete edge here?
Yep.
All right. So it's gonna slide just under that platform. But we're gonna see a little bit of this concrete edge. The crack. So how I am adapting everything. By cutting, sanding, cutting, sanding certain sections.
Uh-huh.
And I'm happy with that. A little bit of a gap, not a full. That's good. There will be some putty to hide steam. Then I can start drilling holes into and this down here. Ah, all fitting and sanding, fitting and sanding, fitting and sanding, and so take how many thousands of an inch of.
It's a tiny bit, right?
Yeah, oh, there we go. No, it's fitting a lot better. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Right there. So now we're gonna need to cut the next piece that's gotta go in here. So to do it the easy way, we just slide this under. Make sure we get it fitted right. Uh, just slightly under. Make sure we get tight against the platform. Just tight against the platform. Everything in its spot. Like so. Move it. Stop moving it, dummy. Basically, we're going to be piecing everything in together like this. Draw my line. All that out. I'm probably gonna have to sand some of this down. Sit
It's gonna sit funny.
off under. And here it down.
Oh.
This is the piece I'm cutting out. Am I saying?
Oh. Yeah, that makes more
This
sense.
is the piece that I want.
That's what you want?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense to continue.
We're gonna be doing a parking lot road system plus a parking lot, and how the road system is gonna exit out of here.
What's this white stuff called again?
Tired.
Has anybody else in the chat used styrene if you have a model layout? Am I supposed to come that way again?
So the styrene that I'm using is plain. And here's the thickness of the styrene that I'm using.
Plain. Yeah.
Now, the reason why I'm using this,
Okay.
the reason why I use it this thick, there's a groove in the track on the outside of the track. See how the track's made. There's a groove.
Okay.
So if you take this thickness of styrene and stick it just on top of the fish plates, it matches up with the rail.
Perfect.
See?
It's perfect.
It matches right up with the rail.
So if you want to do a road
Yeah, if you want to do a road, this is the thickness that you need. Like here, as you can see where the platform went in.
Yep.
All right, this is the same thickness what
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
using right now.
Same too.
As you can see, it's even with the rail.
Yeah, it truly is. So get yourself, what's it say, 1 millimeter? 1 millimeter.
Yep. Or 0.040 thickness, which is 1.0 millimeter.
Yeah. So that's perfect for this anyway, this rail stuff. Yep.
Yep.
From the fish plate to the rail, it's perfect.
See that?
It's hard maybe to see from the camera, but it truly is. It's
Yep.
perfect. So like we did it in another spot. So you could put a little piece here, a little piece here, and then you got the road, right? You still got your rails for the train.
Exactly.
So you could do it on the side like this,
Yeah.
or you can have a road going across.
Yeah, like
Piece it in.
like what we did.
Because we did it over here somewhere.
Street running seed. Now, all this is not styrene. This is the Walters road system kit that I split in half, basically. These two halves are supposed to go together. So I put the track down and then put the two halves on either side of the track.
Right.
And then
but you use
the
this.
styrene to go in the middle.
That's what's in the middle here, and it keeps it nice and flat.
So,
but if you use the styrene, it would still be something like this.
now,
really.
this road system is the same thickness as this stuff here.
So they work together.
Yeah, because I took it down to the hobby shop, down at Peace Trains. He's got a little measuring gauge.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And this is how we matched it up.
But yeah, like you said, this is not it. But if you use styrene, it would done the same thing as this, right?
Yeah. So basically, and this is a Woodlick Scenics kit that's in here. These wood crossovers.
Right, but you could use.
So basically, I took this measurement to make these in here.
And that is styrene right there.
That is styrene. So basically, all I did was trace this out.
Yeah.
Transfer it onto the styrene to make this down the center.
And you did it all the way through.
Yeah.
Yep. So see, you can just cut it like here. Here's a strip right here. You just make a long strip.
Yeah.
And you stick it in. I don't know if that one's the size, but.
Well, I think this is one of the ones that's the size, because it just basically
snaps right in.
You fit it in. Now we got to sand it down a bit, and that's what I had to do is just sand it down until it fits in between the fish plates.
Yep.
In here, and it just snaps in.
It's.
But I do have it glued in place.
Yeah. Yep. Just in case.
All right, now we're going to cut.
Oh, how thick is that again? I don't know when they asked, so we might want to show again.
All right.
It's 0.040 inches or 1 millimeter.
Yep.
This one comes with 2 sheets.
Yep.
Polystyrene.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and you can do a lot of stuff with it. Okay, am I coming down there now? What are we doing?
Yeah.
See, he's got to cut again.
So I use another full sheet of styrene as my ruler.
Okay.
And like score, like it said, make sure you have a good sharp blade.
Yeah.
Do this. You don't
Well-
want to use a dull blade.
Well, it's kind of like in the kitchen. Did you know that dull knives, you end up with more cuts with dull knives than sharp knives because you're
Yeah.
pushing so hard that if you slip, you're gonna hurt yourself more?
Now, I score it through about 6 times, and each time I do it, I apply a little more pressure each time I score
that's true. Just talk about the part number.
to get the.
Yeah, the part number, real quick, is 9040. That's true. You could probably just say that too.
Yep.
That's Evergreen Scale Models, it says. So they're talking.
It's a great invention.
Yeah, you can, it's dual purpose, like you can, or multi-purpose, however you want to say, you can use it for many things. Sidewalks, roads, it's,
You can build buildings out of it.
oh yeah.
Scratch built buildings. That's why my platforms
Yeah, you could make
are all
buildings.
scratch built out of styrene.
Well, and if you have a building like we're trying to reuse and some of the roofs were like missing or damaged, you
Yep,
could
make
repurpose
roofs,
this.
Make roofs out of it. Do all kinds of stuff with styrene. Use your imagination.
Mikey says, I had to buy sharp knives last year. I'm taking them with me. Yes. Well, sharp knives can be expensive,
Yep. Can.
but they're worth it.
Next, so now we need the standing block. Sand this down a bit. Good for right now. So I just want to clean this up. I just like to always give the seams a little bit of a bevel. Because when I use the plastic cement putty to hide the seams, and then we have to sand over it to try and make it seamless as possible. That's what we do. Didn't quite cut on my line right, so we'll see how this is going to work out. Sand this down just a bit. All I'm using is a block of wood with sandpaper wrapped around it, so I get a nice straight sanding edge. Now, the one good thing about using a block of wood is now I can get in the corner and sand both this corner and this corner at the same time. And okay, now we're going to do a test fit. Camera lady.
Hey, look. Look. What she got done. Interesting, huh? All right.
Now we just slide this into place.
Yeah.
Bingo.
He's nifty at this.
All right, so we have a little bit of a gap, but once this is glued down, then I'm going to use some putty, fill in the gaps, get myself a nice little flat nail file, sand it till it's nice and even, then we'll paint it. So these two sections are ready to be put into place. So there we go.
Yeah, there's the part numbers. That was a good idea.
Yeah, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, people. That's great for the algorithm for the channel. And then later on, we'll probably end up doing some running
You never know.
on the trains and everything. Now I do have lights inside the station. That I got a couple of lights here, and I got another one there, and I got another light sitting underneath. Well, I'm going to have to drill some holes in order to feed the wires down. It keeps moving. Stop moving. And once I get this put in place, I won't move it. Good. All right. Now, we got a policeman here.
Oh, is that what it is?
It is back.
Oh, no.
My work here. Everybody's probably, well, how are you going to attach that styrene? What are you going to use?
Yeah, that's the next question. That's called what? Okay, well, we're all in suspense now.
A lot of guys like to use CA glue or Chester's glue. I don't know what I need. I'm using
The gorilla.
the Gorilla Glue.
Oh, put it. Sorry. Look at that. The best.
This stuff works on styrene because that's how I glued all this together. You know, by using this. Here's a piece of the platform that's down here. Okay, it's down here. I'm knocking shit over. Anyways, here's all right. There's the piece of the platform down here. I had to cut.
Oh,
this
okay.
uh,
There's a piece of it.
All right, here's a piece of it.
Okay.
And this is how it's made. All right. As you can see the layers. There's 1, 2, 3 layers of styrene right here. Look underneath. Oh, look, this piece of cork. And it's all been attached with Gorilla Glue.
So you used it back then too, huh? Way
Yep.
back then.
Way back. And look.
And
look.
It's not coming apart?
It's not coming apart, boy.
Well, you had to cut through it like one solid piece, didn't you?
Yep. I had to score it, snap it off. That's how this is made. Now there's also a front piece that I made to it, which is here on the platform. As you can see, there's a little strip here that I made.
Oh,
Yeah, lower so people can see.
hold on. I think I gotta take it off this thing for a second. The legs are in the way. Okay. So where are we?
We're right here. See, there's a little strip
There we
here.
go. See, now I can see.
See the strip there that I had to put across? I did the same thing to the front on this side, on that side. Little strip across.
Can you see it? Your phone. That's not your phone. Over.
Yeah. As you can see, the little strip here. There's the grass. All right, back to the gluing.
Yes. Okay. Make everybody dizzy. Okay.
Of course, that's what we do. We make people dizzy and hungry. And shit.
Lots of chit. Okay, chit.
Now, you gotta be very quick when you put this stuff in. Too.
So are you doing it on this side first, or what are you doing?
Yeah. Want to make sure that part in the right spot.
Mike has all the glues apparently.
Mike's got all the glue.
Throw one there, Cal. I was gonna pick this up and be fun to be like, you feel screwed. Screwed.
Yeah.
It's all up.
Make sure I'm gonna glue the right side. Yeah, it's coming. It just takes a little bit. Come on out now. It's dropping. This stuff is like really liquidy.
Like it is now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't hardly see it. Just don't
Yeah.
get your finger in it. Oh, he says he has many glues, but not all of them. He doesn't have all, but he has many. Okay.
Yeah, whatever it is.
What's wrong? Not working? Oh, you do have some on this one. This one?
Yeah, give me the other one. Something wrong with it. That's a brand new bottle.
Give me that. Yeah, that's disappointing.
Put the lid back on it. I gotta find out what's going on with that.
It's green top. Does that make a difference?
I haven't got much of
You
this.
didn't get
one
glue
left.
on the outside of this. I hope I don't glue myself together. Eh? Yeah, where'd you get that stuff? Oh, that one says gel on it. Are they both gel?
They're both gel.
Does that say gel on the bottom?
Yeah.
Huh.
All right. Do not glue your fingers to your work.
Why not?
Because it's no fun.
Oh,
Get this in just right. We apply pressure. This stuff will stick pretty quick.
it's fast drying, apparently.
Get it in place. It's a problem when you got some stuff loose.
You need me to hold
and
it?
trying to get some tight.
You need me to hold it?
There we go.
Are you okay?
Yeah, you got her. Place. Now we're going to use some heavy stuff. I need,
Oh, you need
a bottle.
this?
All this stuff here. Ballast.
The glue's pretty heavy. I think this glue's heavier. This is heavy. You need something else? Wait, glue? This too?
There we go.
Look at that. Show the. Look at that. Hey! Got a new water tower. It's not a water tower, but it's a tower. Right? Yeah, why is that not working? What do we have to look?
Brand new bottle. Like it's dried. Look, it's not even moving.
Do you know where you got it?
It's not even. Hang on. Oh, there we go.
Or are you getting it? Maybe, does it have to react in there or something? I don't know. Anti-clog cap. It says super glue gel. Like I said, I noticed this has a blue
Yeah,
cover.
look, it's all drying up inside for some reason. It's been sitting on the shelf for too freaking long.
This one doesn't say gel on it. That's maybe a difference too. This one's a gel. That one's not a gel. So maybe that's why it's different. You
All right.
know what I mean? So it's a gel. This is not a gel.
Down.
I think we got a different kind.
Look at her. Slowly coming down.
Yeah, there might be that might be the glue and the gel separated or something. I don't know.
Feed the crap out of it.
But do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
That doesn't say gel. So we got a special kind. I think that's why. I think it's just
We're
like,
getting it.
it's slightly different. It would not be moving at all if it was dry.
Yeah.
It's gel, so it's different. Okay. What? Do that face again. What? Are you being silly?
Yes, we're gonna hang it upside down inside the train station right now.
You are, huh?
There, see?
Okay. Look at that. And look at, we got mount, glue, and
We're
such.
just gonna let that sit for a few seconds.
Yeah, we got lots of glue. We got glue and glue and glue.
By
Right?
the way,
Oh yeah, you want to show off the gorilla?
Hey.
And then you
even
got,
this stuff works cast iron too.
yeah, he's got glue, and you have 3 kinds of glue here. You got
Yeah.
gorilla, you got white glue.
Well, the white glue I use, I mix this. I do a 50-50 mixture.
Yeah, you make your own.
And then I do a 60-40.
But what is
Because
your
I make my own scenic cement.
scenic cement? That's what it was. Because he can get a lot more out of that bottle and a lot less cost than
Exactly.
the scenic, right?
I think, yeah, and I can make a hell of a lot more. out of
Because the
cheaper
scenic, was it come in a little thing? I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen it.
It doesn't come in a big bottle like that.
Is it like this?
No, not like, no,
Somewhere in between?
it's about that size of a bottle.
Like what? This thing? This?
Yeah.
That thing?
And that stuff is so watery, it's what I use for.
Oh, so it's probably like this.
No, bigger than that.
Oh, it's bigger than that? Yeah. Okay.
You know, it's one of the scenic products, right? But, you know, they're making the killing up really, send out. I'm sorry, scenic, but you make a lot of good products except for your glue. Your glue sucks. It's crap. I make my own.
Yeah.
Which is a lot better.
Well, it's too runny. It's too expensive. And when you do it this way, because this is just glue and you add water to it, you can make it as thin or thick that you want it.
Yep.
And that's gonna be more cost efficient anyway.
See this one here?
Yeah, look,
Okay.
slushy.
Really thin. All right. But this is thicker than the scenic cement that you can buy.
I think I can quite see it because of the light. Let's go this way.
It's a little bit thicker.
There we go.
I made this one a little bit thicker.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And basically, I buy one of these bottles.
Yeah.
And I put measurements, and I end up with by 1 bottle of glue. Make sure you have 4 bottles because you're going to make 4 bottles of scenic cement out of 1 bottle of glue.
Cool.
At $1.99.
Holy cow, that's a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's at least that for a little.
Scenic cement.
I see we have a couple more people in the house, by the way.
Okay, now we're just going to do another test bit.
We have H2O we and GRE 2057. Oh, looks like they have a suggestion. Tight bond wood glue works good for gluing scenery down and it dries clear, plus it sets up in 15 minutes time. You know?
Well, let's do the other one here. Get this other section put in place. We're going to do this.
Yep. So I gotta go over here, or is that what you're trying to say?
We need to go over there.
Maybe one day you can get have a sponsor, but here you go. Evergreen Scale Models. Item number 9040, plain. Thickness of 1 millimeter. Okay. Now let's see what he's doing. Did you figure it out? Well, we won't buy gel again, will we? That wasn't on purpose. Yeah. I think we just saw the Gorilla Glue. We didn't know it was something different. You know? It's all good. Yeah. I'm doing both. I'm getting the live stream back up. Is that okay? I can't do the live stream? Huh?
Asking a question.
Look, I'm looking, getting this out. Mr. Nosy. Nosy. No, I'm making sure the camera's looking at your feet. Because we all want to look at your feet. Mikey was wondering if we could hear or feel the earthquake.
No. Couldn't feel it. Didn't hear a thing.
Nope, didn't even know until I saw. No, Rod saw.
I saw it on the news. Yeah, there is a fault line that runs underneath New Jersey.
Is it New York or New Jersey? Where was it?
New York, New Jersey. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they're too far apparently for us to feel it here. I didn't notice anything, I guess. Oh, Boxcar felt it. Well, it depends where you're at, Boxcar. I guess I don't know where you're at. Where, if you want to say where kind of abouts you are, you can keep it general. Because we're in London, Ontario here, Canada, and we did not notice it. I don't know when it happened though either. Do you know what time it happened?
No. Oh, they got an earthquake.
Oh, that's why. NJ, New Jersey. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why Boxcar felt it.
Oh.
Do you know what time it was, Boxcar? Because if we were sleeping, for example, I know I slept through an earthquake before when I was in California. So if it was when it was sleepy time, there could have been something and we just didn't notice because we were lullabying. How's that going over there, huh?
It's going.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna cut a piece into here.
Oh, that little piece part.
Yeah, that's why we have scraps there. See.
Great, isn't it? Oh wow. Boxcar says it happened at 10:20 in the morning, and the aftershocks have been all day. The one I felt was at 6:01 p.m. So apparently it depended on where you were to what you felt when. It's like a ripple effect, I suppose, too, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Start here, go here, go here, go there, and so on.
I've been everywhere.
You've been everywhere? Uh-oh.
I ended up in China.
You didn't cut it right? I can see it. Yeah.
Basically, I just gonna go with it.
Well, once you fill it in and color it, and if there's any scenery or cars or things, you're not going to notice it.
You make a mistake, you cut it.
As he says, it is what it is. I've heard that a few times in my life. It is what it is.
I'll just feel that.
Tiny. Like a butt crack. It's good. Did you give me a look? Like he's going to complain. No. Maybe. I gotta do all I can since, only a little bit longer. Can't touch and feel virtually. You don't know what to do with me now, do you? I heard that. He's grumbling now. Or just making noises. It'd be funny, I think. Oh, Mikey's laughing.
Somebody's looking.
You don't think it's funny? Mr. Comedy. Hmm? Something wider.
There's wider piece. See, never throw any scraps away. Always keep them. You never know when you're going to be needing them.
Uh-oh.
And you never know when to fish it.
Oh, what was that? Yeah, railroad's running, and yeah, I did release some air. At least I'm not in water. There'd be a bunch of bubbles
Well,
too.
I'm going to cut this down.
You are, huh?
Yeah. In order to fit this piece in.
Okay.
So I'm going to slice this up.
Oh, you're gonna slice?
Too much, but I'm going to do it freehand.
Oh, I see. I see you put the line there.
Okay, I'm going to do a freehand cut,
Okay.
which is
Careful.
we just score it nicely and follow that line as close as we can. That move on me. Okay, so now we're just going to hang on to it. Trying to cut a straight line freehand. So I used to be, before I started driving truck, I used to be a roofer.
A roofer?
And
Are you a roofer?
a framer.
Yeah.
So I got used to cutting without any guides. Sometimes I can do it, sometimes I mess it up. Here, I'm just going to cut right through until I hit the wood. I don't want to try and bend it because I just glued this piece in.
Right.
So fixing a mistake. There, it's coming. Trim a little piece right here. Look at that. You can't get any straighter than that.
You did good.
Yeah, really did. A little bit of a gap. Oh. And actually, I'm going to keep that piece right there. I'm going to glue this whole piece right in, and I'm going to piece everything. Piece, man, piece. Piece everything.
Peace. I put my fingers. Look. Peace. That how you do peace? No.
Really?
No. Huh? Look at him. Look at his face. Bolt's Daily Model Railroad. Rick. Rick is in the house, right? That's his
Hello, Rick Bailey. Ricky. Hello, Ricky. Hi, Ricky. How are you, big boy? Good to see you, Ricky.
Rickety Rick. Okay. Wow, I'll be going home. You two can have your time. Yeah? No comment?
No comment. Yeah. Sandpaper. Oh, they're just standing. Okay.
No biggie. Just a smallie.
Okay, because this obviously is going to be a raised, more of a platform. I am going to have to raise this up
Okay.
right? In order to make uniform. So right now, we're just making the road, doing the parking lot,
Rick said, "Oh my." I think it might be to what you just said.
putting sirens.
No. The hey, kind of. Making noises for you now. Did you hear that?
Yeah, that's probably going, oh my God, I should have not come to this stream.
Lock the door. Don't let him in. Well, where is Rick anyway? I forget. Oh, so that means one day maybe I can see his layout.
See.
We'll see. If he lets us in now after what you say. I think he knows how to take a tease, I think. He knows you're teasing. Or are you? He said wink wink, LOL. Yeah, see, he knows how to play around with you. Figuratively. Yeah, I can't remember where Rick is. I'm gonna be going back to Minnesota, but I don't know where Mr. Rick lives. Couldn't remember. If I knew, maybe I never knew. I think I knew at one point. Could be wrong. I don't know. I forget. I slept some stuff.
Let go now.
Uh-oh. Thought I don't want to let go. Put super duper glue on it. Oh, Pennsylvania. He's in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, the rolling hill.
Did you feel the earthquakes in Pennsylvania there, Mr. Rick? Or if you feel it there. Maybe not. Huh? I don't want to get super glued. Silly.
I'm gonna be putting a fence. There is gonna be a fence that's going to go along the back here.
Is there?
Yeah, 'cause we don't want people who are drunk stumbling up and hurting themselves.
What?
It's liability.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Oh, Rick said, once I rebuild, you are more than welcome to come by. He's rebuilding right now.
Rebuilding what?
His layout, apparently.
Oh,
Wait, I'm assuming your layout. Rebuilding your layout or your house? I don't know. Apparently there were 3 quakes. He said he didn't feel a thing though. Mikey says stumblers. Is that referring to what you just talked about? Stumblers. Drunk stumblers?
yeah, drunk stumblers, drunken food.
Yeah, I don't get why people think that's funny. Look at that. Standing away. And he's got glue out oozing. That doesn't make any sense. Are you oozing?
Not oozing yet.
Oh, not. Did you just say that? You're not oozing yet? Trying to see here. I want to watch the ooze.
How much glue left in this?
No, you might have to try to use the other thing. Or, didn't you say you could use that stuff up there? You have to?
Yeah. But this isn't. Bronze cooker. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use the other.
Oh, yeah, he had to take his big layout down, I guess, for some reason. Darn. Yeah, he said, had to take my big layout down, working on a small shelf layout. Wow, that's a big difference, huh? Well, it's kind of like Ron in a sense. He had to take down his big layout.
Yeah.
Now he's rebuilding in a different way. But yeah, because I was pretty sure you had a really big layout. It's been a while, I guess, since maybe I've seen some of the videos, but yeah. Well, hopefully it's all for good reasons there, Mr. Rick. Ooh, look at there. My HO layout I had in the 90s was huge. Oh, so I didn't know that. I don't think. Maybe I knew. Mikey had a really huge layout in the 90s, but then he had to sell it. But he still has a pretty neat one in his basement right now. Okay. You see one? Yes. You got more oozing? I do oozing again. Oh, okay, Rick. Well, wow. I have to say, Rick is a good man. He's a good husband. You know that? Rick basically said the only reason he did this is because
Wife said, take it down.
the wife needed more room.
Oh, there it is.
What I'm trying to say is, I mean, I don't know the whole story, but it's nice if people consider their spouse one way or another. That's good. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, some people out there could be like, no way, and then just be stuck up and bitter. And but they do say happy wife, happy life, so that's good. Rick got that down good.
Yeah.
Oh, you got some gel now? Yeah, that must be why. Was that laying flat, or how was the gel laying when you picked it up? Just flat? Yeah. No, I mean here, when it's been sitting here. Flat, probably.
All right. We got that piece in.
Oh, I guess, okay, never mind. I guess Rick didn't get a decision. He said, oh, don't get it confused. I didn't volunteer. I was told to. So I guess he got told. Ooh. Well, at least you get a shelf one, I guess. Ron, look at you. You're not saying a word. What are you gonna say something naughty? Hmm?
Not me. I wouldn't say anything naughty. Wait,
Because otherwise you'd be like, get over here. Get the camera over here. Get it just right.
you really gotta put up with.
Well, if I don't do it just right, he's like, come on, get over there. Go over there. Oh, he's right. Oh, yeah, got a close up. Okay, here. Come here. No, I really do love this guy. Come here. And I'll miss you.
I'll miss you too. Oh, yeah.
Fine. He's gonna get rid of me in 3 weeks.
All right.
He thinks. Really? He thinks. He's not even sure now. He's moved on.
See, I had to.
He didn't even comment. He just moves on. Ignora it.
No, this is.
It's a zapper.
This is for looking for shorts.
I don't have no shorts on.
Electrical shorts.
Okay. Hey, you. You know, I have comedy too. We both are comedians. You know this.
Yeah. All right. So
Move
trying to
on.
get back to the bottom railroad here. So Fishy did some painting the other day.
Oh, yes, I did.
I'm going to show this.
Okay.
I put in some more rock formations. Now, this rock formation here is from the old layout. And so is this.
Yeah.
So I just had her basically just paint around where I put the plaster cloth
Mhm.
and stuff in here. So we're gonna get that all done. The scenery slowly going in.
But look at that. I really like how that one turned out. Look at that.
Now basically
Isn't that cool?
this over here, where you see the white.
Yeah.
Well, basically I just cut that out, laid it down, put some glue on it, nailed it in and just put scenery around it. Or to hide what I did. It's basically, like I said, this is from my stuff from the old layout.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna cut this rock formation out. I'm just gonna cut it along here, but I'm gonna use this as well. I'm gonna repurpose all this.
Remember, it seems to me, didn't you do something like that right here? Wasn't this something you cut out? Yes? No?
No, this is what I cut out. It's right here.
Oh, I thought this was part of a cutout too.
I
for
cut
some
this
reason.
out. Put that rock
So it
formation
looks like
in,
there's
and we
something
cut
there.
all this out.
Yeah, we did all.
That I didn't have to cut. That was already there. And then I cut this little piece out in order to put in here underneath the bridge.
Yeah, look at, isn't this cool, guys?
So.
That really, it's hard to show. Yeah, here you do it. Come here, Mr. Picky.
All right. So, not being picky, I'm just
I know.
trying to get out of the word shadow.
Good.
So, there we go. So Fishy did all the painting inside here. And then I put all the scenery in. And stuff like that. So it's hard to see, but there you go. But she does a great job in painting rocks and everything. Oh, look at that. Now, each one of these modules has a pull-out track. Pull-out track here. This track pulls out. That track pulls out. This one pulls out. These are all pull-out tracks, all within the joints.
Oh, yeah.
And these are just floating there. They're not nailed down. They're loose. They're in there loose. They sit there and float, basically. So when I ballast, I will ballast from this nail, from this tie, just in front of this tie, ballast back. And then when I decide to put ballast in here, it won't be glued. It'll just be sitting in there for show. And then come along with a vacuum and suck it back up and put it back in the jar. So basically, each one of these sections has that pull-out track.
Yep, it does.
All right. Now that we're waiting for stuff to dry, pick these up. Really. So now, as you can see, the train station's got a little bit of movement. But
Yep. And they're pretty good now.
I don't want to pull this out. It's time to move the layout.
Yep.
Basically, the road system pulling it in there. So we're going to continue on. Road system. So build this up. Need to start building this up so I can put this in place because platform is actually going to come down here. Means I'll have to cut some of this cork out. Right.
Right, and then eventually we'll be putting lights back in. We took the lights out for now. Right?
Yeah. The lights will be going back in where you see.
You know where the holes are. Oh, and there's a guy.
Yeah, he's doing some rail painting. Basically, my general idea for this area is basically the old train station turned into like a makeshift restaurant, patio on either side. People do some rail painting or nice little. Just to help build this area. Let's go.
Okay.
That's my thing. Old train station. They used to sit here. Right, the line went right through and ripped it up. New one and through the train.
Yeah, because for the people here that saw it before, he did have the train station thought of going over there.
I did have it down. I did have it down there, but then I didn't like it.
But
I
think this was smart of him because you're gonna see it better. It sits in here better. There's more space for it. I don't know, it just seems much better here than over there. So we'll do something over there different.
But basically, the idea, freight trains will come through on this line.
Okay, freight train's there.
Okay, freight trains here.
Uh-huh.
When there's no passenger train station in here, freight train's gonna come in here and stop. And then come and pick up the cars and then pull out.
Okay.
And if there is a freighter here, now we have this line here,
Right.
okay, where the passenger train can sit,
Mm-hmm.
right? Until that freight train leaves.
Right. And now also, if you haven't noticed, all 3 bridges are in now.
Yeah.
Because we only had 2 for a while. And then you did the fancy thing with this. Where you,
Flex track.
yeah. He took out the original.
That's the original rail that came with
They were on each
these
bridge.
2 shutters right here.
Right. They were separate bridges.
So I put a piece of flex track in on this piece
Yeah.
with no ties in either end.
And he has a
And
video
just
showing
basically-
this.
And basically just fed this together and basically from here to here made one big bridge.
Yep. He made 2 bridges into one solid one by just using one long instead of this. Yep. I thought that was excellent thinking.
And it's all glued together.
Yep.
So this track's actually.
Let's see, is this
really
still
good.
bouncy? Yeah, you still gotta do some
There's still,
leveling.
there's still a little bit of leveling. You
But it's
see
one
best we
track.
give, but
Yeah.
so when my heaviest locomotives come over, it actually pushes that down and
Yeah.
it's kind of floating in there
Yeah, so you'll have to fix that at some
So-
point.
because the piers didn't have the slots for the, for here. Like these piers have slots,
Oh, yeah.
right? So
Well,
I had to make do what I had to make do is to
Yeah.
modify everything and modify the piers by putting some styrene pieces in order to make shims. Some of it,
well, it's better to use what you have
all
and
this
save on
had to be
cost.
shimmed up and I put my level on there and got it level as close as possible.
Yep.
So.
Oh, now we're good.
Level it out as much as possible and put the level underneath the
Yeah, it's
the bubble in the
get
middle.
it
See,
get it as close as you can. Yeah, it's pretty
that's
much
pretty
there.
close on that one. That one's a little off.
Yep. A little bit.
See that?
I mean, who's gonna know?
But-
Just you guys know because we showed you,
Yeah.
but
See, that one's almost bang on.
Yeah.
All right, and then this one. Okay,
yeah, they're pretty much on or close to on.
and then the level on this entire bridge.
Yeah. It's more
just-
that way too.
Yeah.
That's okay though.
and then we put the level here.
I mean, it's pretty close within those
Yeah.
parameters. It could be way off, and it's not way off.
Now, if we put the level on this bridge.
Oh, look at that. That's like right on.
Bang on.
Bang on, not right on, it's bang on. That one's not.
Get in the middle.
Yeah, that one's not.
That's
This
a
one
little
is-
off,
That one's perfect right
yeah.
there.
but it works. As long as you get it close.
Well, think in real life, it's
Yeah.
the earth is gonna shift and
Yeah.
move. The bridges are not gonna be perfect.
I've seen bridges that were spanned right next to each other and one's off a little bit because it sits a little higher or it sits a little lower than the bridge.
Oh.
It's just real life.
Real life, so there you go. Real life, folks.
You get it as level as possible so the couplers react to a certain point where they go up a little bit and slide back down. And like the real things,
Yep.
they do that because I watch trains very closely when they're coming across grade crossings. And the couplers are actually going like this, moving up and down with each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when they go over the grade car crossing, the one coupler is rising up. Then when it goes back, and then it sinks back down, and then the other one starts coming up.
There you go.
So, for all those who want to rail fan, pay pay close attention to how the couplers are acting with each other when the train's hooked up and how they do slide up and down. And they move back and forth too. Yeah. I've seen rail cars that are coming across and come forward and then all of a sudden they pull again and like this. Just like your model train, same thing. You know, I've seen lash up of engines where you got the lead locomotives not moving, but the other two behind her are kind of all of a sudden shove into it. And
Right.
and then it starts going. Like they pay close attention to how the cars react with each other going across grade crossings and grades, especially down grades. Because when it's going down grade, what's going to happen? Well, those cars are going to come forward.
Well, we've had a little of that down here
Yeah.
at times because of the
Yeah.
flooring.
Yeah.
But we have to do a little spotlight over here. Look at this. Sparky's favorite, huh?
That's fine.
Sparky wants it.
You gotta have.
He also wants cookies.
Well, you can come and get the damn cookies.
Really?
All right. Let's get back.
Oh, okay. John was here for a little bit. Says, okay, off I go. Okay, if you're still here, John, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Oh, he ordered his last bridge, he said. Okay.
Or
Like he must want one more bridge for his layout. Oh, Mikey says, remember the bridge near me? They messed that building up building it, apparently. Huh. Apparently. Well, we're human. That's not always perfect.
Yeah.
Trying to think here because I have to be right back because the Tutti Frutti is leading to other things. And I can't do that here. No, there's more to it. Like I need to go use the toilet. That's what's next after a part, right? You know what I mean.
Right.
Gotta make some log.
no.
Are you doing something right here? Yes? Where are you gonna be at?
Okay, no, leave it there. We're just gonna get all these cards with the paper.
Well, you can adjust it, I guess, as you want, but I'll leave it there for now. Will this be okay? Or are you gonna throw stuff in it? My drink be okay? That'll be fine. Oh, that was cool. Cars go flying by on here.
What's the what?
The cars. The cars.
Yeah, the curse.
That's right. Why did you tease me?
Normally call them trailers.
I said cars, and you look at me like, what? Then you made me think I said it wrong. Now.
No.
All right. Don't worry. Only 3 more weeks.
I think that's as far as I'm gonna go with that for right now. So it's time to drill some hole.
Are you good on beer for now?
Yeah. All right, so I gotta drill a hole for this set of wires. So I can feed them down so I can get the light underneath here done. Then I need to drill a hole here under right here. So that's why we haven't got the roofs on the train station yet. So we got the trusted drill up. And let's try and do this without damaging anything. There, move the camera closer. Of course, you couldn't see what I was drilling. Anyways. All right. So I got trusty little wires right here that I'm going to fish out. Push down through the hole. These are for the lights for the interior of the train station that I installed. And there we go. So there's that set. So if I can get this just right, see where I drilled the hole and fish down a couple of wires. And I've drilled a hole over here, and these wires are going to get put down inside. Push that down and just pull it down gently. And I am going to put an interior in here. Of course, I'm going to paint the floor. Right now, I'm just going to push these wires down. And we're going to try and hide these wires. There. So when I put stuff in, I'll just put stuff in on top, hide the wire. So that's how that's turning out there. Now, for the lights that I pulled out of platforms in order to modify them, I had these lights here. Here, I got it in the right spot. Okay. Hang on. Where's the camera? Where's the camera? There we go. These lights have got to go back in the platform. So, you're going to find the right drill bit for the existing holes in order to go down through the wood. It's a little too big. So, here. Okay. You can see where the existing holes were for my lights. Here. Gotta find my right size drill bit. There's this one here, down inside. I just want to get the holes drilled and ready to go. I'm not going to install them yet because I still have to paint and work on the platform. But I just want to get the holes drilled, and there's where it's getting difficult because I can get real close to the roof. So that's that set done. I'll go over to the next set of holes that we got to drill for the lights. There we go. Yeah. Know me, I got to do a test bit. Make sure it's accommodate the the lights. So I'm going to have to put resistors on these so I don't blow the LED lights out. And check to make sure they still work. I have a lot of these light stands I had from the old layout. And that's just going to sit down inside there like that. So there's something stopping it from going all the way down. So I'm going to go to the next drill bit and go a little bit wider than from the one I choose. Because obviously it's not quite wide enough yet. So just have to be careful. This should be the one right there. I always like to do test bits to make sure. I don't want to force nothing because these things will break very easily. So we'll just widen the hole out just so slightly. Then we'll do another test bit. Just to make sure everything's going to sit down in there nicely. There, just like that. That fit in there like a glove. Look at that. And then we'll pass that. Once we paint the platform, once all the other work's done. That's perfect. I like that. Do another test bit. That way you'll be able to get just how it's going to look. The lights in the platform. Tedious work, but for somebody who has no patience of doing this kind of work, don't do it because you're just going to make yourself mad. Get yourself all upset for nothing. Something stopping underneath here. Okay. Fishing wires through sometimes takes a little time. A little patience. Just slowly poke them through. And you'll get them. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that just fits in there. Just like so. Okay. So now when we bring the train back, we want to make sure. See how far away it sits from the cars? There we go. And I can always adjust it by pulling this back a bit because the hole's a little bit big. But I want it loose so I can have no problem. And I can just sit here and just pin it in and get it attached to where I want it. Or we can always put the light stand this way. So depending on which way I want to have light stands. So if I put one that way and put the other one this way, it'll light up this area right here. Depending on which way you want to put your lights, it's totally up to you. There we go. Oh, we'll fold the train out of the way, and we'll put this down to camera view. You can see exactly where the lights are. Okay, one here, one right there. So you can either have them like that, or have them out this way, or have it somewhat on the platform out into the parking lot or patio, depending. So there's two here. It's going to go here. There's two here that's going to go. And I'm going to drill probably another hole, but we'll see. I only have 5 of these because originally one of these was sitting over here in the corner on the train station for the street scene. That one was originally right here, sat right in here in the corner, like so. But it was facing this way, like this. So it shone. So it was shining down, right like that. I'm not sure if I'm going to reopen that hole again. I'm just going to leave that. And we'll see as we go on. I think I have a couple more of these styles left somewhere. I just got to find them. I just want to make sure there's enough lights here for when we do shut the pot lights up and have a nice little night running scenario happening. You know, Randy's Rock and Roll Railroad is here. How you doing? Good to see you. Sorry if I missed you earlier, but you know what it's like, Randy, working on the layout, getting things done. You know, so back down. I'm not sure how much more I'm going to do before I decide. Time to start running some trains. So I'm just going through everything right now. Mulling things over, how I'm going to get things looking in this area. So as far as I'm thinking, there should be enough room in here for 2 vehicles to be passing and going in and out. I put one vehicle there, another one here to be just enough room. So that means no parking in this zone, including these taxi cabs. That's why we're going to have railroad cop here. Taxi boys will be 2 parking spots over here for the taxis, 2 parking spots over there. That's it, 4 spots. That's all you get. There we go. That's how that's going to look. So we got the vehicle leaving. So now I am going to be putting a set of stairs in here so people get up there. So there gets to be stairs in the front, but we're going to take those out because they modified the station, and basically the stairs are going to be there. So now I just have to scratch build a set of stairs on this end and on the other end of the station. So we have 2 sets of stairs. The layout's not very big. It's not as big as my old one. All of them was a monstrosity, but anyway. We're getting a lot of the scenery done. So as you can tell, before we moved out of the condo, before it got sold, we worked on this. Fishy and I worked on this. This used to be the lift out section. Right here where you see that train sitting where the tracks, how it's curved. I just built a frame around it and framed it in. And then we just added. This was already in a certain section of the layout. I cut that out and fitted it in. We made our waterfalls. We put new water in there, new water. This was already here, this water. So this is old, that's old water, that's new, and those are the mountains that were on the old layout. I just basically cut them out and put them in. Basically, so that's all we done. This is all original right here, right to here. And this is how wide it was. All right. This is the original. And then I added to the original and built this out. And that was all built out. And then we built this section out too. All the other stuff that you see in behind was already there. And so she did all the painting. And as we come down towards this part of the layout, and as you can see, we've got the industry, we got the brewery sitting there. I still got to finalize the location of that where it's sitting. And then we have the street running scene, which is still in progress of being built. We still got to extend down here a bit more. Extend down this area a bit more. So wherever you see the buildings, that's not where they're going. I just moved them there out of the way. We're just basically doing here, but for right now, we've got that done. And then we'll figure out in here. We've already got this part done. And then of course that building, I'm not sure if I'm going to put it back there or if I'm going to leave it back there as part of the granary. I'm just thinking something over here. So this might be a refueling for the yard engine and other locomotives and stuff. But then we come down here and we've got that train station put in place. We can have that passenger train running around. And then we got the bridges in. We got this scene done. And it's still got to continue over. As you can see how the rocks are going to go up and they're going to come back down and they're going to go back up. So basically there's our mountain scene type area. And as the mountains come down back into the flatlands again, right? That's the idea of this over here. You see rock formations that starts to flatten out and all the way down. And then we'll probably have maybe a couple little hills on that back corner, but we'll see. But that's the general plan. And this is not a railroad that's being modeled after. It's completely fictitious. The railroad doesn't really exist. But I have fun building these things, and I like to create pretty good scenes. I've been doing this for a long time. So when I said on my last layout, I'm not building another one, this is my last layout that I'm built.
Is that what you said the last time?
Yeah, when I built that big monstrosity.
Well,
when
how
I
many
had
layouts
the
have you built?
I built, this is gonna be number 18. 18 layouts.
I saw, right, said third time a charm or something.
So,
Is that-
I'm not sure about that. You lost me, I don't know. Anyway. I just got done drilling some holes here.
You put some in.
They're just sitting in there, just kind of.
I thought maybe he was referring to me and you're like,
I've got drilled through this already.
yeah.
The wire's already fished down.
Ah.
I'm gonna go for a smoke. Gonna run some trains, so if you want to fire the system up and then
Take the track off.
anything that's laying on the track, clean off. What I was saying. So we'll angle the camera And we'll put it this way. And then if you want to run some trains around, okay, while I'm gone for Sarah, right? So we can't have no trains on this track. So we'll just lower this
I'll have it go on this track.
outside line.
Okay.
Number 30.
Oh.
The address is 30. Let's see. Let's get the camera in. And then she can always pick the camera up and follow the train around too. See how it's gonna go. We're gonna turn the system on. So the system that I'm using is right here. We're gonna turn it on. Turn the track power on. Now I do have cooling fans hooked up to it now. There's one cooling fan there, which is out of a computer. And that one right there, blowing cold air. If you put your hand here, you can feel the cold air coming this way. We got to keep these cool. And then, of course, the Wi-Fi system is right here.
That way. Not that way, but.
All right, so once Fishy logs into the engine driver,
I know. Don't be touching
I
me.
don't know.
Yeah.
And she's going to select the locomotive, clear the list, acquire address 30, acquire.
Oh,
Okay, hang on. Hang on. Might be, might be a couple times where I might have to turn the power on. Power. There.
now it's
See?
making noise.
So basically, I use this to turn the track power on and off. And this is a Digitrack system, so I have two 5-amp boost, two 5 amps of this command station / booster, and then that's just the booster, and they're both DB 150s. And it's a good system. I like it. All right. So Fishy's going to be running some trains. So we'll put the camera right here, and you can see. And then she can always put the camera up and follow the train around to make sure everything's out of the way. She's going to be running a Tier 4 ES44 Union Pacific. Look at that. The train.
What do you think?
We're going to come down the train.
Oh. We're just getting the track clear.
Getting everything all cleared, ready to go. You're all set to go.
There's Steph. On and Dean's here. This high.
Roger, what's going on? Good to see you, buddy. All right, so we have a Union Pacific locomotive 4-tier ES44 GE pulling a honking long train. Single engine.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing you're speaking of that. Speaking of that. Go sit.
Yeah, because they're all got different gears.
Yeah, it's like mine goes faster and like, well, like this at 10 on mine.
That's the morning bell. And there you go.
Mhm.
Now I keep all my locomotives and everything in tip-top shape. I do give them regular maintenance when I am running them.
And I'm using the phone.
Yeah.
to run it.
Well, here comes the first screen.
Just like that.
It's purging out an address. That's all I do. So whenever you hear the Digitrax system beep, it basically is what it's doing is doing a self purge. So any locomotive address that's in there is also it's automatically taking it out.
Yeah, now everybody can hear that.
It goes from the number.
Connected, huh?
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I didn't push that.
Oh, we got a car out. Oops.
Is that not work?
Okay. Didn't check something. It could have been when I was nailing and vibrated and not tell that. Red section car here.
The thread went over to the module that we used other place.
All right. Send you on it.
I know, this is a problem.
So basically, the only gonna do is get a nail and then pin up the switch.
Okay.
It could have been the switch.
Yeah, What
There's no motor on that switch yet.
well, they all seem fine until then, so maybe. Are you looking for the nails? Not just nails. Well, I see those things, they keep opening up, that's not nails. I saw them. You were talking about nails. We were looking for nail left. Jojo!
All right, somebody stole my freaking nail.
No, Jojo's here.
Hi, JoJo, number 2.
Hi, Jojo. Thanks for bringing me today to the maple syrup land. That was fun.
Okay.
You brought me to maple syrup land. She did. Now, just know, I'm assuming when Ron goes up, he's gonna bring his phone with him, which means I will not see any chat when he's gone. I'll be in the blind.
Actually, I'll just leave it down to 310.
Oh, I don't care. I just want to let people know I can't see if you take it. I don't care
There we go.
because I'm running it on here.
I just pinned that switch.
Is it down enough? No, if you want to watch the chat, you can. I just tell everybody know I'm not going on.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got to see JoJo came before. I'm glad you had fun. We sure had a good time. Yep.
Yeah.
There will be a video coming out soon showing all our fun. Oh, yeah. I suppose I move it, huh? Now you're trying to tell me? Okay.
Just hold on a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, hope now people will enjoy some of the train running. FISHY's the engineer and in control of Union Pacific 2610.
Yeah, you can see it going through town. There's something. Oh, something is.
Don't stop it. Keep it going.
Something.
Forget the wheels and make those on tracks. Fucking
Don't want it to quickly flat and fall off. Then stay on the rail.
fucking wheels.
Okay. Is it okay or not?
It's going through the diamond.
Is that what that noise is?
It's like a
Okay.
diamond.
All right, just making sure.
Yeah, and don't forget there's a little list here.
Okay. Yeah, Jojo, it's looking great. You'll have to come over sometime and play trains. If you want. Okay, I'm just checking. I'll check. And no?
All right, enjoy the train run until I get back.
Okay, this part's cool. Because look, it looks like a real forest. Guys. There we go. Now you can watch it come out of the. There. That was a good view. Oh, and then he did take his phone. I was just gonna go look at the comments, but I knew he would take it. He's a funny one. So if anybody says anything to me, I can't see. I think he's gonna watch, and that's fine. He's running, or I'm running to his babies. I just recently painted these rocks here. I really like the rock over here. I'm kind of hoping he won't put any scenery on just this rock because it turned out really cool. I don't care if he puts down all these, and it's his layout, really. I mean, I've been helping with it, but if he wants to put scenery and cover up my art there, I guess that is his choice. But out of all the rocks, I mean, he did tell me he was going to do that, but that turned out so cool. It's kind of by accident, but I don't think I could duplicate it again. It's one of those things, if I tried to do it, it probably wouldn't work. Once this train goes by, maybe I'll show you what I mean. Ooh, no shadow though. No shadow. All right, see that rock right there? See how it got like these cool swirlies? You can really see it or not. But I really like how that turned out. Pretty cool. The rest of the rocks are cool, but if they have scenery on them, I could care less. If I had any care, like that one, but maybe you could put it like, you could put scenery around it. Anyway, continuing on. Yeah. And this will have a roof eventually. Oh, I know. We should go over here and get ready for a street running scene. This thing is kind of falling apart. There we go. There. Let's get the scene ready, guys. Yep, going through town. The street running is one of my favorite parts of this layout. I would say the street running. I do like the first module we did at the other place. And of course, our new area is coming together pretty nicely too. And I can't see chat right now, but Jojo, if you're still in the chat, you will definitely have to come over to plan to at least come and look at the layout and maybe run the trains if you wish. It is a lot of fun. This is something I definitely will miss when I have to go leave Canada. I have to leave Canada. I will be leaving Canada, I should say, in 3 weeks from now. So I only have 3 more weeks to get footage and to play with the trains. So I want to get as much footage as I can too, because once I'm gone, I can't do any more footage. I can get some footage from Ron, but I can't do my own footage. A little hard to do footage in London, Ontario when I'm all the way back in Minnesota. Kind of hoping maybe one day I can build a small layout of some sort back in Minnesota. So I have something to play with. That would be awesome. Won't be as big as this even. Something small would still be kind of cool. You know? That'd be still there. I really like how this part turned out too. So colorful. Maybe I'll move it this way this time. So like that, maybe something a little different. I know, motion sickness, right? There you go. Then you don't see the green that's not done yet. But don't you love this? All the little trees, the greenery. I really like that part.
I'm back.
Ah, he's back.
We are going to show people something that I have done. Remember when I replaced some ties we had to take out when they made a curve?
Yeah.
All right.
So I suppose the train has to go by and then
once the train goes by,
Yeah.
I'll explain exactly what I done. And it is tedious work, but it's well worth it.
Here's the phone. And stuff. Oh, you weren't even watching the stream? I was just wondering because I have. Oh, yeah, you were talking, huh? Oh, Phantom Hodges is in here. See, I didn't get to see that because, you know, glad you thought. Okay.
All right, let's focus in on this area right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop the train. Now, where are we focused on?
Right here. There's a joint here. Okay.
Got it.
So when I made my curve, I soldered these two tracks together. There's a nail here, and there's a nail there. One piece of flex track, the other piece of flex track. Okay.
Mhm.
There's a rail joiner right here, and there's one over here. Because these are 24-inch radius curves, I had to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ties out of there. Now, imagine there's no ties in this area at all. In the rail, these rails in here were still flimsy, going back and forth like this. So I come up with an idea of replacing the ties by starting over here on the first tie. By taking and cutting one side of the fish plate off and leaving this side of the fish, this here removed completely. The clip on this side of the fish plate is still intact. I removed this clip, slid it under, and glued it in to keep the rail from moving this way. I did the same thing, the same process again here and here because that rail joiner is still there. So we have these two ties sitting on this rail joiner, which are glued on either side to stop the rail from going back this way. The fish plate clips are still clipped into the rail on this side. Now on this one, I did the same thing. Fish plate clip is here and glued it under. And then I reversed the process because now we have a rail joiner here. So the fish plate clip is here, which clips underneath the rail, which holds the rail and glued there. And the same thing goes. So I went back and forth. Okay. And everybody's probably wondering about what the fish plates are. So, see, where's
Oh, you want the key?
yeah, we got a bunch of ties. So I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. And it's tedious work, and you got to be careful how you cut them off. But this stops the rail from moving back and forth on either side, and basically puts everything back in the gauge because I put my gauge thing in there when I was doing it. So take out one tie. All right. And you let me know if I'm in the camera right. Okay. So if we take this rail, which came, and if we feed it through, it clips onto the fish plates.
Yeah.
See?
Yep.
All right. So there's a clip on that side and there's a clip on this side. Basically, what you want to do is remove this one, leave that one intact. So you remove this one, leave that intact. You remove the outer one and leave the inner one intact when you slide it under and clip it in and then glue it into place.
I said pop, skip 60.
So that's what I did. So I will alternate them back and forth in order to keep the rails from moving like this. Because you know when you glue when you solder two pieces of flex track together, they're going to bend, and you have to start removing ties. But now you need to put those ties back in, because if you don't, you're going to have an ugly, 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 ugly spot like this. And you go to ballast it, and your ballast ain't hiding that. You're going to tell where
It's
it
like
is.
a bald spot.
Yeah. So that's why we stick the ties back underneath, like so. Right. That's why we stick the ties back underneath, to hide the joint. Because now it makes it look like a continuous rail. You don't even know where the joint is, unless I know where the joint is. But if someone comes over, they'll see, well, and space out the ties.
It looks
Put them back in.
what do you call it? It's cosmetic, right? Or
Yeah.
something.
But always put them back in and glue them to the rail itself. Don't glue them to the cord. Glue it to the rail. See? And look. That's a little, it is tedious work. It's a pain in the ass, but it's well worth the extra effort. It keeps your rails engaged, because after a while, these rails will start moving around. When the wood starts moving around, the next thing you know, you have derailments, and then this portion of the track is out of gauge all of a sudden. Now you're going to have a hard time trying to get that back in there. So this is the idea I came up with. I cut fish plates off.
Yeah, I've seen him do it. He's very
I cut the clips off on one side and
takes
put them
a
in.
while. I mean, you can't even
Take
tell
the
where it
next
is now.
tie, reverse it. Take the next tie, reverse it, and just keep reversing it as you're putting ties back in where it's spot. Now, unfortunately, where the rail joiners are, you're going to have to cut the fish plates right off completely, like so. Okay? Just take your knife and just cut it off. Just cut them off. Right? And they're going to slide under that, and then just trim all the other unwanted stuff that's there. Right? So it looks like that. And then you take it, camera lady.
Where are we going?
Okay, so
Going here.
here's the tie I already got prepared. Right? And then you just slide it under where the rail joiners are. You just slide that under, and that helps keep that up.
Oh, that's true. So it's not just cosmetic. It actually
No, it actually serves a
has some
purpose.
function too.
And you keep it like so. Okay? Now we're going to put another one in, because we need one more. Right?
Yeah.
So this is why when you have flex track, don't throw these away, because you're going to need them.
He's adamant about that. Don't throw them away.
Don't throw them away.
But I know why.
Keep them. And just cut the fish plate clips off. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Just cut them off, and just all the unwanted stuff that you saw there. You saw you got a nice little wood board, and we're just going to slide that, and then you glue it. So you go to a certain spot when you start sliding it under, get it under, then you drop a dab of glue there, drop a dab of glue on the other side, and slide it under.
And don't get gel glue, apparently.
And boom, there you go. Now that ugly spot is gone.
Yeah, the ball's gone. Now,
right? Now it looks like it's a seamless rail.
Yep.
Okay.
Interesting.
Then once you put your ballast in there, you won't even know.
Right. If there's any difference in color or anything.
Exactly. You won't even know. You have your odd ties. That's why I put some of them on a crooked spot.
Yeah.
You know, but it's a nice little idea, and it does serve a purpose, because when you have heavy locomotives, what's going to happen? It's going to start bending in here. So you
Just
want
like
that.
a bridge.
You don't want that to bend. So that's why we put stuff under, and it's a tight fit. It is a tight fit. And you just even it out. Space them how you want. And set them off like that. But you want it so it sits under the rail joiner. So we can have that one offset this way, push, hold that and turn that way, and there you go. Just like that. And you do that to all your joints. And then you have a joint that looks like this.
Yeah, that's good.
Like right here.
You can't even tell. I mean, you know, from like this part here,
Right
you know.
here, you can tell where the rail joiner is right here. And where the
Get closer so I can feel them. The rail joiner is right
the
there.
rail joiner's there. The fish plate is clipped under here, but nothing clipped under there. It's just sitting under there and it's glued. Another rail joiner here on the other side, which both of the fish plates are removed, but these two on this side, as you can see, are clipped into the track.
Pretty cool.
It is tedious work. If you haven't got the patience, don't do it.
You don't always have patience.
Because you're going to sit there one day and you're going to go like this. We'll take a scrap one. And you're going to go, and you're going to cut towards the other fish plate, which is a big no-no. Don't do that.
Oh, don't do that.
No, just take a knife and just break that off and just slowly trim it. Just like this. But don't damage this one.
Yeah.
Okay? Now you take your rail. Okay, we still have that fish plate clipped. Right there. Bingo. See? See? Bingo.
It just kind of goes in that groove.
Just goes in that groove. And you add glue there, and it holds it.
Pretty cool. So do it when you have a lot of time, a lot of
Yeah.
patience. Maybe drink a couple of those things over there.
Now, these rails came with that bridge for those.
Yeah, these things here that are.
The girder bridges.
There's two of them. But he took them out and put a whole one track. He has a video on it.
So I'm keeping these rails because these rails are nice and straight. But I'm going to use them for something. I'll figure out something what I'm going to use for. I'm either going to make a train that's got a rail, or maybe I'll put them off to the side, because you know how you walk down a rail line, you see rail sitting off to the side for replacement rails down the road.
That's true.
So I'm going to be keeping these. It's right down to the fine detail. Here's another area that we're going to do right now. Right here where the switch is.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, look at this area right here. Okay. So I need a better looking tie because I get picky. Now,
Are you picky? Are you picky about all things in life?
now you see how all this
In a good way. A good reason.
stuff on the outside
Yeah.
of the tie. Okay, so we just kind of
Just gonna
take
get
all
those.
those out, cut them off,
Okay.
right? Make it look half decent. Right? Remove the fish plates. Okay,
On both sides or
on
one
both
side?
sides. Remove the fish plates on both sides. Okay.
Okay.
Then we take these rails out of the way. And then we're going to take it and then we're going to slide it under and glue it. But we're going to slide it under and get the right distance between this tie and this tie. And just eyeball it. It don't have to be perfect. Just to make it look good. Just like that.
Alright, got rid of something that looks like
See?
this.
Yeah, exactly. See, there's another one that's got to go there.
Yeah, it's like a bald spot.
Yeah, because you look at a model railroad when it's all Dutch, you see all this ugly stuff. It's just like, well, what can we do to hide that? So we do this. Repurpose your ties that you're cutting off your flex track. Don't throw them away. And slide them under.
Yeah.
And who cares if they look a little too close to the other tie? You know what? Basically, you're doing this for looks. And it does serve a purpose. It does help
It helps a little bit of function, but
keeps those joints. And you just adjust it as you see fit where it needs to be adjusted. Just slightly that way. And just slightly do it. And then it hides that ugly spot. And that's why you do that. So here on this one, we probably need 3 by the looks of things. So basically, to get the job done faster. Where's one that's got no track on it? Where's the double one? Here's a double one. All right. This one I pulled off the flex tracks.
Oh.
Here's a double one. So instead of doing this, then you can do your double. All right. See, I'm cutting all this stuff off the side. All right.
That would save on time.
Yeah, it does. It does. And you just basically cut the fish plates off,
What do people normally do?
leave it blank. I don't like that.
I'm just wondering.
Okay, and then just do the inside. There's a little, remove that. And now, probably only 2 ties, actually. See, and you slide them under. Bingo.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's perfect.
Finger.
You did. You did a twofer there.
See? There's 2. And they're right underneath the rail joiners.
Perfect.
And it keeps the rail joiners level with the rest of the track.
Well, look, you just fixed 3 tracks, didn't you?
Yeah.
Wasn't it 3? Yeah.
Okay.
That didn't take long at all.
And basically, your joint, of course, the person who lays the track, you're going to know is the joint where it is. Somebody who doesn't know anything about model railroad, they're like, how did you get that continuous rail to go all the way around?
I don't know.
It's called making things that are obvious, not so obvious.
Yeah.
And then you just glue that into place. Like you say, you just put, here, grab me some Gorilla Glue, and I'll show people exactly what I mean.
You want this glue or the other one? The gel or the blue one?
Glue.
Do you have something against Mr. Jelly?
Okay. So basically what I done, I slid these 2 ties back out this way. So now,
Yeah, you slid them your way a little bit so you can put some glue on it. Yes.
so basically,
So when you push it in,
we're just going to put a drop there, a drop here, a drop on this side, and a drop on that side. That's all you need.
the tiny bit.
Let it sit for a few seconds. Count to 10. Right.
Okay, a little slower.
Then we're just going to slowly
Slowly but
Slide it.
surely.
slide it under.
You're gonna make actions on somebody.
Just going to slowly slide it under
Yeah.
and get it where it's even with the other ties. So then you take a piece of a strap tie. Oh, did I delete somebody? Sorry, my bad.
Sparkies.
Oh, that was an accident. I accidentally hit the phone.
Sorry, Sparky.
So now is what I'm doing is spreading the glue.
Oh, you hit them though. I got unhit them. You hit them.
Oh, that was an accident because my hand was.
Yeah, I know, but I better
Yeah. So I'm just moving the glue back and forth across the rail joiner and the tie. So that keeps that tie in place. Once it dries clear, you won't even know it's there. Sorry, Dave, that was an accident, buddy.
I didn't think you actually did anything. I saw that.
No, my hand and my hand actually hit the phone.
I know, but it said action. I didn't think it actually did anything, and I was like, oh.
No, I didn't think it did. Yeah, that's fine.
But it's Dave. I think Dave can forgive you. He knows it was an accident. It's all good.
Well, it was.
Yeah,
Being honest, it was an accident.
it was. Well, he didn't say too much yet anyway, but I thought you just deleted it, but you actually hit him, so I unhit him for you. He's just gonna give you grief now about Pops doing that.
I'll do some more here.
You gonna do more?
Yeah, I'm gonna do some more here.
Okay.
So I'll need to add one tie in because you see how this tie here, actually, I have to move this tie forward. Ah, I forgot to do something. My trusty tie moving tool, which is right here.
Is that what that's for?
Yeah.
That's what you're using it for.
Just gonna slide that way a bit. I'm gonna make this one crooked. Leave it there. Got all this stuff up again. I'm wrecked that one because I cut in too far. That happened. Oh, there's one. There's one already done. I'm gonna slide that under. Stop. Could have enough, a little bit of glue left to do this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Or you can still use the other stuff or something. Your gel stuff.
One little tiny drop, not very much. Just a little drop. Just like that. Let that run down that way. All right, now we're going to slide this under. And use our trusty little tool. We're just going to move it like so. Okay. Now we're going to take our glue spreader, okay, and just against the joint and let that dry. Now we have another one to do. Oh yeah, that's the one I messed up. So that one. Had a lot more time. Don't worry,
Yes,
they both fix it. Now everybody's going to come up with this idea and go, "Oh, hey, look what I figured out." Yeah, you got it from me.
You just, yeah, you were gonna keep it a secret.
I was
thought.
going to keep it a secret, but
What
you know,
happened?
some people like to say, I come up with this." No, you didn't. The only reason why you come up with it, I had it up before you had it up.
Well, they have to be at this screen to see it.
Now we have feeder wires here. Okay. So I'm going to make this one a little weird. I'm going to put it in like this. And then try and move. And get it. It's a little crooked. Now I have seen railroads that have weird shaped ties. There we go.
Well, and then once you put the ballast in there, though.
So now I got it where I want it. I'm gonna pull it back. I'm gonna leave it like that. Then I'm gonna add my little bit of itty bitty glue just to the top. Basically, I'm just going there and like this. But when you slide it under, it spreads underneath the rail jointer. Okay. And then we just want to slide it under. Nope, too much. All right. You got time to adjust everything and just so adjust it just to make it look offset. Bingo. Now I have, like I said, I've looked at switches in real life and tracks, and I have seen ties like this where they do move around. They go funny. So I'm going to do another spot. I need another one right here. So we're going to do that spot. But gonna have to come in from the other side. And this really does help. Because when you have heavy locomotives, what's gonna happen in this little space? Actually, these rails will actually bend down. And everybody's gonna go, no, they don't. Yeah, actually they do. There's a slight movement there.
Yeah.
And I've noticed it. So in order to stop that slight movement, this is what we do. Okay. Now we're gonna come in from this side. We're gonna slide that under. Get it to start sliding onto the other side. A bit more. Okay. We'll dab there. We'll dab there. A little too much of a dab, but sorry, we'll clean that
A
up.
dab will do.
We'll clean that up. No big deal.
You're a surgeon or something. With your sexy hands. It makes me think, remember that guy we watched with the what little aircraft and stuff? He calls everything sexy.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, so sexy. In the way he says it. I don't remember where he's from. Do you remember? Person I'm talking? Anyways, his accent just makes it even. It's just funny, but interesting to hear.
You there? Hang on.
Yeah. Look at you just did all this in a little bit of time.
Now when you feel your finger back here, there's no lump there anymore. Remember? Because the rail is like this a little bit. It was offset.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Because there was nothing there. As soon as I put that rail joint tie underneath, it basically evened up the rail. And don't forget the joints are there just to hold the tracks together. Now, every once in a while, they start to bend. Right, one side may be looser than the other. Oh, this is what we're doing to prop up the rail joiner. And you got a nice smooth joint right here now. There's no lump. Okay. Where here, there's a little bit of a lump. I can feel it. My finger right here. That there, a little bit this way.
Yeah.
So we have one rail. I can feel this rail. If I run here, I can feel the edge of this rail right here.
Oh, okay.
If I run my finger back this way, I can feel this one.
Well, let me see. There's no glue on this yet, right?
No. And this is my pull-out track.
Okay.
So, seeing how this is my pull-out track,
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
we're not going to glue it. We're just
Oh.
going to.
Because you're gonna need to take it out. Maybe one day.
Find the demo one. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, look at it. Here's one's already prepared. Look at that. We're just going to slide that underneath. Because this is going to be removable. And just keep those joints up. Now, I run my finger back and forth.
Mhm.
There is no,
Burn mark there. I just noticed.
there's no joint here.
Burned.
Okay. I can feel it. I go like this. Nothing. It's completely smooth. Here.
Oh
it's
wait,
com-
you didn't put
it's
glue, right?
completely. No, I didn't put no glue there.
Oh
See?
wait, that's
See?
weird. That is more smooth.
Okay, so if
I thought you were full of it.
no. Okay, now I'll do it.
There's more
Yeah.
of a dip or something going on there.
Yeah, see? You feel that?
Yeah,
Feel that dip? Go over to this side. You can feel it.
yeah, right there's more.
Right?
More on that side, I'd say.
Yeah. So now when you slide these back under, what happens? It lessens it.
Yep, that's weird.
See? That subtle little tiny adjustment will help your model railroad run better if you do this.
had no idea.
Especially if you have pull-out trucks, you just, and these are free floating, just let them float in there. Bingo. There, everybody learned something today.
Yes. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody speak ever since. Yep. I think it's cool advice.
There you go. Well, let's get back to running a train. Fishy, fire up your train and away we go. Show the streets running scene one more time. I'm gonna go for smoke
That's why.
and then we'll end the stream and continue on with some other stuff.
Yeah, because my
Trains are clear.
where'd those come from? Oh, they were over there, right? You must take them off of there.
Yeah, 10 miles. I know. Show everybody this.
Because I've been standing for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Not to put.
Yeah, done.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know if there's much going on anyways. There's only a couple people watching. Now, we had up to like 16 people at one point. Which is pretty cool. Early on.
We got 20 something done.
Yeah.
Good. All right, people. Fish is gonna continue on running trains and trying to get some buffalo, but don't forget she is running a long freight train. I don't know how many cars we got on there, but
It's like 100.
there's quite a few cars for one locomotive to pull. Hang on, before she moves, let's do a quick count. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I think 24 cars we got on here.
Maybe. All right, I've got set up here. Let's see it pretty soon.
All right. All right, everybody. I think that's it for this night's stream. Thanks for tuning in. And leaving your comments and joining us for the live stream on the build and little tips and tricks that I just showed you about your rail ties and everything. So until the next live stream, we'll catch you all later. See ya.
I could go up tomorrow.
And fishing.
It was fun.
It was fun. So we're just gonna watch that train until the stream gets shut down.
I'm gonna go up there. I'll leave my phone. My phone's right there for me to stop. All right. See you guys later.